Collections, classics, customs, restorations. This is Crossroads Beach Shop. Hey, well, welcome to Crossroads Diecast Speed Shop. Today we got something a little bit different. Every once in a while, I like to try my hands at a 1/25th scale plastic model. Kind of gives me a chance to maybe learn some different detail things, even when I'm working on the diecast ones. So I just wanted to show you. I got this 32 Ford Sedan Delivery. I got it as a Christmas gift. So let's take a look and see what we've got. Got the MPC. This looks to be pretty easy. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of parts with this one. So there's the directions. We also have the Coca-Cola decals for that. So put that together. Put that over. Body in the interior tub. It's got a little bit of a grain. I don't know if you can see that too well, but there's a little bit of a grain there for the thing. You can see the little tucked or whatever for the interior. Also, another thing on the white tree, they give you two separate different hoods that can go on there. You got the side pieces that go on there, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I think I'm just going to make it as an option to make this just with that on top, so you can see the engine will be a little bit exposed on the sides and stuff. Also, the around the front grill radiator, there's a white one. I think there's also one here in as far as the chrome. I think there's a chrome one too. I'm looking here. Yes, there is. You can see there's a chrome one too. So I haven't decided which one I'm going to use here. And there's the chrome insert that goes in there. I'll give you two different sets of wheels that you can use, either the 5-spoke SS or Keystone type wheels, I guess you got, or you got these wire lace ones that look pretty cool too. I'm probably going to make it pretty close to just the stock. I don't think I'm going to do too much as far as modifications on this, other than maybe some things with the paint. But there's that, and then got the chrome pieces for the engine as well. And then we have a few black things as well. Things for the radiator, the backs of the seats. There's another little black tree in here that's got the front of the seats, so you can kind of detail those up. You can see here there's some. You can see the seat belts that are on there, so it'd be kind of neat. Of course, the block and the transmission for the engine. There is another one of those that just fell off. It's in the box. But there's that. So we put that together. We have the fenders. And I think that sits pretty good on this. That's pretty good, because I know in some of the ones I've seen online, as far as when it comes to putting it together, they were a little bit warped, but that looks like it sits pretty good, so I think that'll be pretty good there. Chassis, the exhausts, there's an axle for the rear wheels. Speaking of wheels, I got tires here. There's 4 of them. I got Goodyear on them. Kind of neat. Nice big fat ones for the back. Skinnier ones for the front. I won't take the glass out. That way we won't take a chance of scratching them or anything like that. These pieces are the ones that go on the side, that go right in here, and those usually will glue. I think the directions call for that to be glued on first and then painted over. So I'll probably glue those on before I prime it and get the paint on it. So we'll put those on. So those are the pieces. That's what it looks like. So let's move on with our project. Okay, we've been making a little bit of progress here on this 32 Ford Sedan Delivery. On the body here, took and sanded down. There's some casting lines that were there on the body. I also took and inserted the rear windows because those will get painted and primed to make it more like a sedan or more of a delivery truck or whatever. On the front, I glued in the front firewall, put that in. You notice the black here. Some of the chrome pieces, what I did is I stripped off the chrome. One, because I put this in because I want to paint it, and so instead of being that flat, that sharp chrome and stuff, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it fit the color of the body instead on that. So that's body's all ready. On the engine, I put the engine together. Now I left the pulleys in the fan belts and stuff like that, the belts on there as well. And part of the reason I did that was on one of the 283s that I found online. Everything was orange, even the pulley wheels and stuff were orange. And so what I figured I'd do is I just paint it all orange, and then I will just go in and use the flat black on the belts to do that. Then when it comes to the, also let's talk about the chrome. The rear end and the springs and stuff like that were all chrome. So what I did is I stripped the chrome off of them as well, so that way I can paint it. I know some guys, they just put the pieces together and they paint right over the chrome, but I wanted to do it this way. I think it's going to make it much easier when it comes to painting and the paint adhering and stuff. So I'm going to use some flat black on that as well. And then one more thing I did is I also prepared the exhaust with the I don't know if you call those glass packs. I think that's what we used to call them anyways, and stuff like that. And so what I did on these is I sanded them down, got rid of some of the casting lines. I put those onto the exhaust pipes, and then I will put this all into the paint booth and get that painted up with a silver color. Okay, so let's move on. Well, I'm getting near completing my 32 Ford Sedan Delivery. I get the engine mounted together and all that. I use the chrome wire lace wheels for that. So I got that all in, which is pretty good. Got the fenders painted and just touched up the those little mats on the side on the running boards. I left the bottom flat black just because it's going to go better with the bottom end. Interior is done. Got the buckle, painted the buckle on the 5-point harness and chromed up the in center of the steering wheel, as well as detailed up the instrument panels and stuff. So got that all done. Got the flat black on the roof, and so we're about ready to put everything together. Got the radiator together, so we're pretty close to. Got a little bit of touching up, some things to do there, and then get some assembly done, and then to get the final pieces on. So let's move on.
Later.
Okay, here we are with our finished product, our 32 Ford Sedan Delivery. It was a kind of a simple build. In some ways, there's still some things that needed to be touched up. I painted it with some apple red paint for the fenders, and I used an ivory for the body itself, and then flat black the top of the roof on that as well. I opted to go with the wire wheels rather than the slotted mag style wheels that also were with the case. There was a few extra things in there that you could do to make some different things. Again, the hood is kind of snug. I'd seen that on another model's channel here not too long ago who built the same model, and they said the same thing. And I kind of like displaying the engine. The engine came out really well. I'm really happy with how that came out, and also you can see the braces or the brackets for the radiator and stuff like that. So that came out pretty good. Put on the Coca-Cola livery. Also put the So Refreshing Ice Cold on the back, and see right here. Also, if you look in the back too, if you look at, you can see how I used some blood red paint from Createx. It's Candy 2.0, and I put that in it to do the taillight lenses. So yeah, so I had a lot of fun with this build, and it was a good little car to try to build. And one of the things I did do is I put the windshield in, the bracket in. I could paint it the same color as the car itself, and not have that extra chrome up on there. Again, I'm not an experienced plastic model builder, but I like to try my hand at it once in a while. So I thought every once in a while, if I do one of these, again, this was one that was given to me to build. So I thought I would at least share that with you. There were some things I did find out about the 32 Ford Sedan Delivery. It's one of the rarest and most distinctive body styles of the legendary Deuce. Again, it was originally a light-duty commercial vehicle, but it's evolved into the unicorn for hot rodders. In 32, it was debuted with the Ford V8, and it was the first popularly priced car to offer an 8-cylinder engine. The Sedan Delivery was the model type 130B, and it was introduced back in 1932 as a utilitarian hybrid between a passenger car and a truck. You thought SUVs were something that was more recent? No, I guess they were kind of one of those as it is. Featured the front end of a two-door sedan, but it replaced the rear passenger area with a cargo space with a single rear door. Again, it's really rarity when it comes to this as well. I found that there was only about 400 units that were produced by Ford in 1932. I guess they came with the flathead V8. A lot of times the ones that you find nowadays are either people that have fiberglass bodies or have done some things to some, because there aren't too many full steel 32 Ford Sedan Deliveries out there that are all original and stuff like that. But it was fun. It was a fun build. This would be fun to put it up on my shelf and have it there to look at and display. Again, to all my viewers and subscribers, thanks for watching. God bless, and thanks for stopping by the shop. Join us on March 31st for our 4 Horsemen Super Detailed build featuring our guest horseman, Armacat Auto Works. And on this one, you just need to do take a car, any casting, and do some super detail work on it, and just make it your own. Look forward to seeing what you come up with.